Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. So let's start today's topic. Today we are going to discuss about working backwards method. So we are done with the Gauss method. So let's see what do you mean by working backwards and when we should apply this method. Okay, first I want to answer second question. So that is when we should apply this method. So this method we can apply if there are like series of operations and the initial value we don't know, but end result if we know, then we can trace back, we can do all the operations in reverse way to get our initial value. Okay, so I didn't take a lot of arithmetic problems where you will find lot of numbers and operations. Rather than I took word problems more because these arithmetic problems are very easy. So in this method, so I just took one question. So let's take the first question and then we'll proceed to our word problems. So if you see the first question, he didn't give the first number, but there are few series of operations like divided by 3 plus 5 times 2 and the end result is 60. So now I will tell you how to do in reverse order, that is how we need to trace back to our initial value. So you need to apply all these operations in reverse order. So what do you mean by reverse? Suppose if we have addition, so actually you need to do subtraction. Okay, so the reverse of addition is subtraction and vice versa, means the reverse of subtraction is addition. Okay, and for multiplication the reverse operation is division and the vice versa, that is the reverse of division is multiplication. Okay, so that's how we need to do in reverse order. So let's go with this procedure. So 60 divided by 2, here we will get 30. Okay, so that means what we did, actually 30 times 2 is equal to 60. So we did in reverse order to get our this value, and then 30 here actually plus 5, so we need to do minus 5, so 25, and then here divided by 3, so we need to do times 3, so 25 times 3, which is 75. Okay, so doing arithmetic problems very easy, so that's why I didn't take lot of questions. But let's see how these questions we can get it through word problems. Okay, so we will solve word problems. A number is added to 3. The sum is then multiplied by 5. When 8 is subtracted from the product, the result is 12. What is this number? Okay, so let's write down all the series of operations, then we will trace out to the initial value. So plus 3 and then sum, whatever the sum we got, then it is multiplied by 5 and then 8 is subtracted from the product. So here whatever we got, so we need to subtract 8 and then we will get some value here. The final result he said is 12. Okay, so now we will do in reverse order. So which is 12 plus 8, 20. Here times 5 means we need to divide it by 5. So 20 divided by 5 is 4, and then 4 minus 3, which is equal to 1. So the initial value is actually 1. So if you want, you can trace back to get your final result. 1 plus 3, 4, 4 times 5, 20, 20 minus 8, 12. Okay, let's proceed to our next question. On Monday, half of the total number of books were loaned out. Another 87 books were loaned out the next day. There were only 43 books left in the library. How many books were there in the library at first? Okay, so let's see here. So on Monday, half of the total books were loaned out, means if there are some n number, half of the number, so we need to do division, right? So divided by 2, so we have some initial number of books and then we need to do half of that number, which is by 2, and then whatever the value we got, from that again another 87 books were loaned out the next day. So means they got subtracted from the previous value, so minus 87, and then there were only 43 books left in the library. So how many books were left? 43 books. How many books were there in the library at first? So we need to find out the initial value. So let's trace back. 87 plus 43, because it's a minus 87, so we need to do plus 87, so we will get 130, and then 130 times 2, because actually the previous operation was divided by 2, so we need to do multiplication, then we will get it 260. So the initial value is 260. Okay, so if you want you can recheck 260 by 2, which is 130, 130 minus 87, which is equal to 43. Okay, so that's how we got our 260. Okay, let's proceed to next question. There are 36 cars in park A and car park B altogether. So 36 cars there both together, means park A, park B, total number of cars are 36, and 4 cars drove out of car park A, 5 cars drove from car park B to car park A. The number of cars in car park A was 3 times that in car park B. How many cars were there in car park A and car park B at first? Okay, so here also we need to find out the initial value. So let's see, there are 36 cars. It's not in car park A and car park B. It's total value, altogether value. Okay, so 36. And then next what happened? 4 cars drove out of car park A. Okay, so they went away. 4 cars went away. Means in this total now we don't have 4 cars. So that is from car park A they drove off. So we need to subtract 36 minus 4. Okay, because now we don't have any more 36 cars, so it's just 32 cars. So after then what happened? 5 cars drove from car park B to car park A. So from B we don't have 5 more cars because they changed to car park A, means they moved to car park A. So in car park A we need to add whatever the count we have earlier, we need to add extra 5, so they are from car park B. Okay, and then what happened? The number of cars in car park A was 3 times that in car park B. So when you compare the number of cars, so here in car park A we have 3 times compared to car park B, means car park B 1 unit and car park A 3 units. Okay, so these 4 units is equal to 32. We know that altogether value it didn't change. So the value is 32. So 32 is divided between 4 units. So if 4 units is equal to 32, then 1 unit is equal to how much? 1 unit is equal to 8. So here it is 8. Then here the value is 24. So once we got this value, present cars in car park A and car park B, then we can find out how many we have initially. So 24 minus 5 we need to do it to get the previous value. So 24 minus 9 means 19. And then it's actually minus 4, we need to do plus 4. 19 plus 4, which is equal to 23. So that means in car park A, in car park A we have 23 cars. Okay, and next initially. So next what happened? Here we have 8 plus 5 13. So in car park B we have 13 cars. So if you add it, then whatever your previous value, which is 36, there were 36 cars in the car park A and car park B together, right? So that's the value we are getting here also, 23 plus 13, which is equal to 36. So then from 23 cars, 4 cars drove off from car park A. So we removed, then that's how we'll get 19, then plus 5, 24. Okay, so that's how we need to solve this equation. So we must careful. So why we need to subtract 4 from 36? Because they are no more in the either car park A and car park B. So we need to remove that value. Okay, so that's why we removed that value from our total, which is 36. Then we got 32. From 32 onwards, so we found the units value first, which is 24 and 8, and then we trace back to get our initial values of our cars in car park A. So there were 23 cars, and in car park B there were 13 cars. Okay, so that's how you need to solve this question. So if you have any doubts, do let me know in the comment box. That's it for today's class. Then we'll see you a few more questions in the next class. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Don't forget, age is a just number. Happy learning.